Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about a software package that I've been working on for a while now, and I now just released version 0.8 of it. So let's just get right into it. The package is for Tickle, and it is called ndlist, and it is a data manipulation package for tensors and tables. So what is an ND list? Well, a 0D list is just a value. It's just a scalar. It can be anything, really. A 1D list is like a vector. It is a list. What we normally think of as a list is a 1D list. A 2D list is a matrix or like a table. And that is a list of equal length lists. And then going beyond that to 3D, 4D, 5D, etc., those are just lists of equal shape tensors of one dimension below it. So a 3D list is going to be a list of 2D lists that are the same shape. So same number of rows, same number of columns. And you can just continue this process all the way to 100 dimensions, 200, a million, it doesn't matter. Normally, you don't really have use for more than 3 or maybe 4 dimensions, but the implementation in this package is recursive, so it handles all dimensions. Now, the main motivation for developing this software package was to have better indexing capabilities in Tickle. If you have worked with Tickle, you may have been frustrated with the limited indexing capabilities with the infamous lindex command, a command that is just so obnoxiously long for how mundane it is, indexing a list. So any sort of Tickle code that involves indexing lists can get really, really obnoxious really, really quick. So my main motivation was to make that part of programming with Tickle a lot easier. So to do that, I created an index parser that has the similar sort of syntax that you'd see in Python or MATLAB or any other sort of data processing language. So for example here, I have this matrix where it's just the first row is 1, 2, 3, the next row is 4, 5, 6, and the last row is 7, 8, 9. And I use the nget command to get a row matrix at the 0th index, and that's 1, 2, 3 in braces here. You can also get a subset of the matrix. So here's from rows 0 to 1 and columns 0 to 1. You can do that. You could reverse the ranges. So here I'm reversing the rows and the columns. You can repeat indices, and then also there's this special star notation. So whenever you see an index with a star after it, it means you're flattening the array at that index. So that's the difference between this first index and the second one. So the first one returns a matrix, the second one returns a vector. So this allows you to take a, say, a 2-dimensional list and then get a 1-dimensional list out of it. That's especially important if you have values in the array that have a space in between. So if it's like a string of text or something, then that's especially needed. So for just raw numbers, it's not as important, but just watch out for that. The other motivation to developing this software package was to provide better support for element-wise operations over lists and matrices, etc. This was accomplished through an object-oriented approach with the nArray class. Now, this nArray class is a subclass of the superclass value container, which is part of my vutil package. I highly recommend you checking that out. It provides garbage collection for Tickle object-oriented programming, and this expands upon that and now allows you to map over multiple n-dimensional lists and then return the result. So I'm pretty happy with it. It was a challenge, but hey, now you can do element-wise operations pretty easily in Tcl. So feel free to check it out. Let me know what you think. Now, a data processing package would not be complete without support for tables, because tables are pretty common. You have a table with a database or something like that, and you want to access it, manipulate it, do operations on it. So that's what this does. And additionally, you can also do data import and export. So I have some simple file I/O commands, as well as this write matrix and read matrix commands that will do data conversion for you. So it'll convert from CSV to matrix, from matrix to CSV, or from like text file to matrix and vice versa. So you may be wondering, this sounds great. How do I get it? How do I use ndlist? Well, first of all, I recommend you install Tin. Tin is a Tcl package manager that's based in GitHub that I developed last year. And once you have Tin installed, it's as simple as just going to a command line and pasting a few lines of code. And there's a lot more that I don't have time to get into today, but check out the documentation. I have about a 60-page documentation file that you can look through with examples and syntax and explanation. So yeah, feel free to try things out and let me know what you think. So anyways, the link will be in the description. It's also right here on the screen. It's just on my GitHub. It's the ndlist package. So yeah, hope you all have a great day. Thanks. Bye.